If you're looking for the perfect blanket stitch on the Pfaff Ambition 610 sewing machines, you actually have quite a few to pick from, and I've just stitched out a few of them to see what some of the differences are. Now, if you've noticed that we have been showing and talking about our Pfaff Stitching Cosmos online course, you know I love decorative stitches, and also the importance of taking the time to stitch out all the different stitches because they all have a different look. So these look different than just what are pictured on the lid of your machine. So when you see them on screen, they look okay, but then to see them sewn out, totally different. So these are the couple different ones. 32 is this middle one. I'm going to show you why I like this one for your traditional like machine applique. The first one I sewed was actually stitch number 48. Notice that it's saved at a much bigger size, and it has this extra thickness to it. So that means it went over itself multiple times, but it also is really big when it's saved. So you might find that you might like that, but maybe at a reduced size. So just know that you can change these sizes smaller for this one and even bigger for these. Now the reason I like this middle one, which this one happens to be stitch number 32, is that it's slightly offset on the screen, and that means that the straight stitch that you see on the right side is actually the center of the foot. And I want to show you how you'll guide your foot along the edge to get it perfectly positioned along your applique fabric. When you check out the free video that you can watch with the link below this YouTube video for how to make the ultimate stitch book, we're going to talk a lot about stabilizer and how do you guide your fabric to keep everything going nice and straight. So back to this particular stitch though, you're going to see that your needle is going to come down right even with the center red line of the presser foot. This particular stitch calls for foot 1A, and I do have the IDT pulled down and engaged in the back. So as I set my presser foot down and see where that is going to start, I'm going to just use the start-stop button to kind of show. Then I slowed the machine down. As you can actually see that stitch totally come right next to the fabric. You want the straight part to be on the denim fabric or your background fabric and then have it bite in. Now if this was a larger fabric piece, I might actually increase the width and also the length a little bit. Make it a little bit more proportioned to the item you're going around. If I have something really small, I might actually even take it down a notch and make it so, again, it doesn't overpower the piece that I'm going around. So let's just go ahead. I'll sew a few more stitches here and let you see what it looks like. There's also a presser foot that this clear part is actually removed. They call that an open toe foot. And so you can actually see where you're going. Of course, having a line is just as easy, but look how pretty that stitch is when you can guide it so perfect down that raw edge. Next up, I'm going to show you how to do a satin stitch, which also is a great way to secure a raw edge around an applique.